gosh, this place is so huge. Corn? Okay. .45 round. More vodka. Personal log.
Personal log entry 142.
Scribe Nasiri.
I can sum up living on the Prydwen in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm going to speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
That's interesting. Well, let's take a look over here. This place is ginormous. Goodness. Prydwen Forest Castle. Prydwen Forest Castle. Oh, wow. Look at that view. Wow. Sharpshooter stowage. Let me guess. A sniper rifle? This would be the prime place for a sniper to be situated. There we go.
Nice.
Charging laser sniper rifle. I'm just curious. Charging laser sniper rifle. Ooh. Wow. Pretty awesome. All right. I'm gonna keep this. That was quite a find. It's probably gonna be heavy, but it's okay. Oh jeez, Nick, this thing just goes on forever. Forever and ever.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Watch your tongue. Nuka-Cola, sugar bombs. Cruise terminal. Announcement. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation. Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment. Scribe Mariah's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources. As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Mariah and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe disciplinary action. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily suspended. Affected parties will have their leave compensated at the next available opportunity. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below. Thoroughly secure all gear while on the flight deck. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. This group kind of reminds me of the Templars in a way. They have like that air of that Templar air.
Sure don't make them like they used to.
Pompadour wig. I already have a pompadour wig.
I'd gladly lay down my life. It keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
Armor workbench. Flamer fueled bone cutter, tattered rags. Shotgun, silver locket. Fusion core, missile, hard hat plus, lava bottle. Ooh, whole bunch of Nuka-Colas. And a blast radius board game, and flamer fuel. And we don't have a flamer yet. Except for Gabey, but, you know, that goes without saying. Alarm clock. Maxon was right. So many people are gonna end up being late to...
You know, before
because
getting
of the
shipped
clock.
to the Commonwealth, I thought Elder Lion still had some good points. The Brotherhood in the capital Wasteland, they were about helping. But this assignment, it's opened my eyes.
Right?
On the flight here, we passed city after city, buildings taller than I've ever seen, some that nearly clipped the Prydwen. And who
Prydwen.
uses them now? Mutants. Freaks. Seeing all that destruction, tens of millions dead, brought on by technology run amok, it made it so clear. Elder Maxon is right. The Wasteland needs to be cleansed, and we're the ones to do it.
That's determination. Your new assignment.
While I appreciate your attempts at diligence, Initiate, the sheer volume of complaints you have filed implicating your brothers and sisters as synth agents has done irreparable harm to ship morale, as well as your own credibility. Proctor Ingram, Paladin Dance, Elder Maxon. I understand the stress of our mission is great, and for that reason I am inclined to show leniency for the damage you've done. Your reassignment will be effective immediately. Welcome to Recon, Initiate. Do us proud.
Wow. Ooh. Random toys up here. Okay. Alright, down we go. I'm trying to search this area systematically, but it's really hard. Oh, wow! Oh my gosh. This is the lab. Oh, Brotherhood Mr. Gutsy.
Justify the means when it comes to freeing the Commonwealth.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
Wow. There's
Proud to be
kids?
serving under Elder Maxon. Had enough of Lyons and his foolish ways.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't... Didn't you want to hear about my experiment?
Experimental plant. Oh, Mariah.
Describe Mariah.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Gabey can definitely appreciate that. Sign me up.
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
I appreciate the
For
offer,
science.
but unfortunately, I've hit a stumbling block.
But
the
I can help.
specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
Oh, that's fine.
Will I get some of that new compound you're developing?
If I make a breakthrough, you'll be the first person I give it to. After I've tested it on myself, of course. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
For science. Secure blood samples from Scribe Mariah. Okay.
You building a collection or something?
Yep. Carrot planter.
Outright me or not, don't touch the experiments. Please. Sir.
Oh god, mole rat on my stick. That's a really bad idea.
Alright, I won't touch the experiment
Excuse
as you
me.
told me.
Hi.
Greetings, Knight.
This science won't know what hit it.
This science will know what hit it.
Squire.
I don't see what the big deal is about dying. It's a lot like sleeping. You just don't wake up.
Okay. Whatever you say. Scribe Mariah's. Ooh, this should be fascinating. Scribe Mariah's terminal. The Prydwen, personal notes. As we've been traveling towards the Commonwealth, I've been preparing my makeshift laboratory in the rear cargo of the Prydwen. When we arrive, Quinlan says he'll be sending out several patrols with the express purpose of collecting viable field specimens. My job is to oversee the dissection and study of anything the patrols bring aboard. I've always agreed with the notion that the quickest way to learn your enemy's weakness is by examining them from the inside out. I hope I don't have to wait too terribly long to put that notion to the test. Quinlan's collection teams have already brought super mutant and synth specimens aboard. I see that. I've collected a fair bit of data from their remains, but have yet to discover anything that will give our soldiers an advantage in the field. As far as the super mutant specimens go, they're quite different from the strains present in the capital Wasteland. Really? So most of our anatomical records requires updates, which takes time. And the synth specimens, they're a complete mystery. The models we've recovered are almost entirely mechanized, so I've been coordinating with Proctor Ingram since he's our resident robotics expert. Oh, I think Gabey and Proctor Ingram are going to get buddy-buddy with that, since, if you remember, Gabey's specialty is robotics. I suppose it's only a matter of time before I have some answers. In the meantime, I'm going to begin working on a special project of my own design. I brought several mole rat specimens aboard for my special project. I'm convinced that the key to unlocking improved radiation resistance is in tenacious little creatures like these. If they've learned to adapt it to the radiation blanketing the Commonwealth with a little help, we can too. I know most of the crew thinks I'm crazy, but I'm certain that I'm on the right track. I just need as many viable blood samples as possible to make my theory a reality, which is difficult right now since Maxon is most of our team sweeping for technology. I'll see what I can do with my mole rat specimens, but I'm not sure it will be enough. I've run into a stroke of luck today. One of the new recruits has agreed to do a little field research for me and bring back as many viable blood samples as they could find. Wow, that was fast! I guess she just put it into her Apple Watch or something and it automatically got uploaded into her machine. I was even more fortunate that they possessed a Pip-Boy I could modify to extract the blood from whatever creatures they killed during their missions. Now all I have to do is wait until our new recruit returns and my special project can continue in earnest. Perfect! Anything for science. Prydwen Internet Mail. Quinlan. From Proctor Quinlan to Scribe Mariah and our Thornosis. While I'm pleased that you're settling into your new role as our medical examiner, I'm a bit dismayed that your attention appears to be focused on your own personal projects. The dissection and examination of the super mutants and synth corpses need to be your top priority. Don't make me regret placing you in charge of that laboratory, Mariah. I have plenty of other scribes waiting in line who are just itching for you to fail. Wow. So much for support from the team. Reese. Oh, Reese. I'm sending the mole rats that you asked for on the next vertebrate flight from the police station. I have no idea what you want them for. Those things bite and they poo all over the place. It was a pain in the butt to collect them alive, so you better have that case of whiskey you promised ready for the return flight after the pilot drops them off. As far as getting a Brahmin up there, you can forget it. I talked to the pilot and he refuses to shove one of those disgusting things into his ship. But they make awesome steaks. Kells. I've been informed by several members of the crew that you're keeping several mole rat specimens in the laboratory of the ship. While I can appreciate their value as biological specimens, I'm sure you understand that these creatures are filthy and emit an unpleasant odor in enclosed spaces such as our hull. But science! I'll permit you to keep them if you can assure me that you'll have Proctor Ingram devise some type of ventilation system to help mitigate the smell. Try to remember that you're sharing a space where people have to eat and sleep. Scribe. I expect a full report by the end of the week. Wow, the mole rats are like the Nugs. The Nugs of this world. Chemistry station. Hey there, schmooples.
Hey.
When it comes to keeping the Prydwen running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
I wonder what Proctor Ingram is.
Stop the Institute for Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
Definitely want to meet Proctor Ingram, because it sounds like he's my kind of man. Alright, I've already gone here. Seems like my kind of man. Alright, you want to talk to me?
Ad Victoriam, brother.
Ad Victoriam.
Hey.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Watch it. I have a synth friend with me.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Proctor Quinlan. Alright. Wasn't there another floor that I missed? Was there another floor that I missed?
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
You said it. Where's the other...
Technology's in good hands with the Brotherhood. I know.
Scribe Mariah. Where's the robotics guy?
Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
Oh, is this the robotics guy? I bet you this is the robotics guy.
There. Try it now.
Nothing.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place.
10 minutes ago.
Make sure you gear up before you head out.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mirelurk. Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Why would you bring that synth here? Aren't you afraid it might be a spy?
No, I am not.
Excuse me.
He's helping me find my son, so he is right in my eyes.
Hail, Knight.
Hail. Ooh, power armor. I wonder where the power armor we get is. Brotherhood scribe. Ooh, makeshift battery. Hot plate. Carrying too much, eh? Aluminum canister. Wonder glue. Hey, where's... Speaking of my spy friend, supposed spy friend.
The human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
Hey.
Go ahead. Whatever you need.
Well, at least you can... Well, then that helps with Nicky because, you know, he's got nothing to hide. Makeshift battery, microscope, aluminum canister, antique globe camera, desk fan, hot plate. Yes. Alarm clock, bourbon, chessboard, cigarette carton. All this ale, all this stout, all this rum, all this turpentine, all this vodka. Yeah, toothpaste. Alright, that's enough. Used oil can, flip lighter, surgical tray, blowtorch. Nice.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
Lantern. Oh, this is Ingram's place. Work orders. Type, repair, status complete. Completed by Ingram IG, internal air conditioning unit. Air conditioning unit had burned out to its condensing coil from overuse. Need to remind the soldiers that they can't constantly run the thing 24 hours a day. Copper condensing coils are tough to replace, so had to make do with homemade version. Should unit last a while longer with moderate use. Repair, completed by Ingram. Mr. Handy, item Mr. Handy cultivation unit. Got called down to lab area and their Mr. Handy was trying to cut through everything in sight. Was almost ready to get some soldiers to shoot the thing before it hurt someone, but it tried to cut through the bulkhead and burned up its motor. Pulled a logic unit and it looks like an old factory defect on the cultivation models. I blown out the firmware and rewrote the instructions set to fix the issue. Replaced the motor and put the unit back into service. Install, completed, a ventilation filter system. Install the ventilation system over the rear laboratory space to help Mariah vent the stench of her mole rats. Oh, that's right, the mole rats. To the exterior of the ship. Had to cut a few holes in the inner and outer plating, but triple welded everything to make sure it all stays tacked down. System is on a timer, so it shouldn't draw too much power from the ship's reserves. Was happy to help since I could smell her rats all the way down here. Yes. Type, repair. Status completed. Vertibird gunship Vorpal. Vorpal threw a rotor into its last landing, so I hitched a ride with Spatha and headed out to the crash site. Pilot did a heck of a job bringing his bird down in one piece. All I had to do was recover a rotor and set it back in place. There's some minor planing damage on the starboard thruster, but I'll hammer it down when Vorpal gets back to the airport. Was nice to get away from the Prydwen for once. Hopefully I can convince Kels to let me head out to the future patrols. Type repair completed. Sewage lines. I don't know what the heck the mess hall is serving, but the sewage lines are completely clogged. It was so disgusting. I had to borrow one of my buddy's power armor helmets to keep the smell from making me puke. I think I'd rather scrape rust off the exterior hull plating next time. Oh gosh. Prydwen Internet Mail. Maxon. After having a long discussion with both Lancer Captain Kells and Knight Captain Cade, decided to deny your request for field service. Oh no! Poor Proctor Ingram. While I understand that you've modified your power armor frame to accommodate your injury, and Cade has personally given his seal of approval, I don't feel it's worth risking your life. You, of all people, should appreciate that machines can break down. In your particular case, if your frame fails while you're in the field, it could place you and anyone with you in extreme danger. Please don't take this personally, Ingram. I can't afford to lose you. My decision is final. I'm sorry. Well, at least he seemed genuinely sorry about it. From Knight Captain Cade. I'm guessing you've already read that Maxon is denying your fieldwork request. I did everything I could to talk him out of it, but he just wasn't convinced. If there's anything you need, even if you just want to talk about it, my door's always open. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Captain Cade. I hate to bring this up now, but you really need to head down here and let me tweak your leg hydraulics. Oh! Does Ingram have cybernetics? Last time you were here, you complained that the shock absorbers weren't doing their job dampening your impacts from walking. Well, I was able to tweak some numbers, and I'd like to look them over with you. After all, you're the expert when it comes to mechanical engineering. So there, now you have 2 excuses to visit me in the sick bay. I hope to see you in here soon. Oh wow, is there a little something going between Cade and Ingram? I'm wondering. Or they could just be good friends. Oh, it's T-Gun. I've got a little surprise for you. Remember how you told me about those sweets you love so much? You know, the ones that look like little colored discs? Well, Quinlan's last sweep and retrieve patrol just came in and they found a whole roll of them. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. Now, how about heading over to my quarters this evening and we can split it together? Oh wow, Ingram is... Wow, he is a Casanova. I don't even know what genders these characters are, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry, I'll be a complete gentleman. Oh, it is a man. I just hate seeing you storm all over the repair bay with that scowl on your face, and I think this will cheer you up. Wow. Maxon. Now that Captain Kells has transferred all of your materials down to the surface, and the gantry construction has started, I think it's time we had to talk about the timeline of your new project. I'd like you to head up to the command deck as soon as possible so we can discuss the details. We have far too many resources tied up in this operation to allow anything to slip through the cracks. We have a war to win, Proctor, and I strongly believe that this ambitious project of yours will be our rallying cry. Huh, he's got another project. I have a feeling I have to go help with that project in some form.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Max and
Ingram.
I can't believe super mutants were human ones. How could science have gone so wrong? I don't know about Scribe Mariah. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much. Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be.
Oh, that's Proctor Ingram.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
I wasn't sure if Proctor Ingram was male or female.
Proctor Ingram?
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
It looks like her legs are completely... Oh, yeah. It looks like, if you notice, she doesn't have any legs. You can see through the power armor that it's just, yeah, her torso and up. Gotcha. So talk to her after. Oh, wow. I bet you this is my... I bet you that's going to be mine. I hope it's mine.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
We can talk shop after you fully
Tegan.
checked in with Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
Proctor
Hey,
Tegan.
Tegan.
We can talk shop after you fully checked in with Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
Alright. Fusion cell, cryomine, antifreeze bottle, radway, paintbrush. Huh.
You keep your pet synth on a short leash, all right?
My pet synth? Huh.
Joining our cause was the
Rude.
wisest decision of your life, brother.
Yeah, don't you forget it when I'm, you know, bringing around my pet synth, so to speak. Rude, so rude. Hey, Dance.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Well, he's dedicated.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly.
Yeah.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
You wanna go down with me, Dance? Is that what you're saying? You wanna go? Okay, all right. Won't let you down.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Oh. Sure. Come along now?
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder. It's up to you.
Sure, why not? Why not go with the hunky paladin?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Alright, send Nick Valentine. Yeah, how is Nick gonna get back to Sanctuary Hills from here? He's just that good, pretty much. I don't know how he's gonna... Alright, well, we'll meet you back at Sanctuary Hills. Confirm travel.
Now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Nice. Oh, Paladin dances with me!
I'll come back when you've got the time.
Why are you bothering nothing for taste? Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood.
Tour of duty.
Make them proud.
Well,
wow, look at all these people I need to meet. Wow, all these people.
Come back when you've got the time.
Brotherhood mess officer.
Welcome aboard, brother.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Squire.
I flew on a vertibird one time. The pilot even let me fire the minigun a few times. That was the best day ever.
Yeah, I understand.
Come back when you've got the time.
Ooh, pack of cigarettes, flip lighter. Hey, Dance.
Hey.
You point, I shoot.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
What do you want?
What are your thoughts?
Your thoughts?
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Indeed.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
I haven't been able to make that evaluation yet. When I do, I'll let you know.
That was all?
Affirmative.
Heads up.
Where do you want me?
BOS uniform. What happens if... Bowler hat. I'm wondering if I can give him something... Sunglasses... Ushanka hat...
Well now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Brandis?
Well, come back when you've got the time.
Heads up.
Awaiting your command.
Who's Brandis?
Well now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Which one? How do I... Who are you again? Oh, you've changed, sarcastic. Oh, welcome back?
Welcome back, Paladin.
Oh yeah, I remember him. I remember him.
Someone say that. Now, listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before.
Oh.
I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. Oh, you're welcome.
Look alive.
All right. Switching out your gear?